everyone, welcome back. Today I have Brody with me. Such a great kid, super cute. He has fun haircuts all the time. This is really long for Brody. And the last time we actually cut his hair, we colored it. So you can see the highlights in it. It looks really cute. So I'm going to show you the before. And what he likes to do, what we're doing this time, we kind of change it here and there, but we are going to do it shorter. We're going to layer it. He does like it to just kind of do the wing thing just out of his hat. So anyway, we are going to style it to where it's shorter, but I wanted to show you this haircut. So thank you so much for letting me show it. Okay, all right, so I'm going to put his head down. And he said he wants quite a bit off, but like he was saying, he wants, you know, some out of his hat, obviously. So, okay, so you can see that I'm just kind of point cutting into this bottom. Okay, and then I'm just holding this down. Point cut into that. If I feel like I need to take a little bit more length off in a little bit, we can. You can see how on these edges, I just kind of tapered it up a tiny bit right here, and then we'll do the sides in a minute. But anyway, we have our length here, and then I'm going to start up here, and he's going to want probably at least this much off. That's what's kind of fun too. Once you get to know your clients and what they like, then you know how much to take. If it's someone new, really talk through it with them, you know, about what they like, about the length, things like that. And then that way, that's obviously the way you get to know what they like. So you can see that I'm just taking these layers down as I go. His hair is really long right now, so, but it is going to be cool because you're still going to have your highlights, so that's going to be fun.
Sweet.
Yeah, he went on a cruise, so we did it right before he left, and anyway, we're loving it. I said to him that night, I'm like, oh, we should have done a video on this to just show how to color it. So we'll have to do that again if we decide to color it again. So you can see I'm just coming down in vertical lines, and you can see how this is starting to layer. See how that's starting to layer? So you still have your length here, but the layers up here are so much shorter, and they're going to lay super uniform. Okay, so same thing up here. I have that guide point that's right here. So I just take all this length off. And again, if you want to sit and like section every part out, then you totally can. But I just kind of keep track with my eyes. I know where I'm at. And then after, I can show you how to check it in case you missed a little spot, so you don't miss. So it's all even. Okay, same thing here. I'm just holding this straight out. So as you can see, I've taken the length up here, and then I've held it like straight out at a 90-degree angle. And then I'm kind of bringing it down, you know, just straight from his head. And then I will show you on the sides and stuff. I obviously come in a little bit different. And I'll show you that in a second. So this, you can see I'm coming down to this length. So I'm holding it out this way. So because he still wants, you know, some of this to hang out of his hat over here. And of course, I'll take some of that length off in a minute, but we'll worry about that in a minute. So you can see we have that wing over here, but we will come back to it to take a little bit of that length off because he doesn't want it like sticking out that far. Okay. Then right here, you can see that guide point underneath his hair. So we're cutting that. Same thing there. Yeah, Brody and his brothers have to be the best. They are such good guys. Like, they've been raised well. But it's just in you guys to be good too. Big guys, yeah, they're awesome. Okay, so I'm just gonna wet this down. And again, I just keep track in my own mind, like where I'm at. So you can see that guide point right there? We just line that up, take that length. Okay. Again, hold this out. Take that length. Wow, how long has it been since we cut it last? Do you remember?
Oh, probably.
Because when did you go on your trip?
1st of April, so probably the end of February.
Yeah, see, so it has been a long time. Okay, so you guys can see how this is all layered into this length. Now to double check this from when I went down vertical, now we're gonna come up horizontal. And if there's anything left out, see, like that's all even. And now we'll come up this way. Even there. Okay, and same thing over here. And you can see just when you pull that out with your fingers, that's even. Okay, so that's even. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this to the length that we want here so we can match the side to it, okay? So I'm gonna bring this here. He wants it to flip out by his ear, so obviously you can see his ear and how much I'm gonna need to flip out. So I'm gonna take about this much off, so there's still a little bit of length there to flip out. You can see I kind of hold that forward. Okay, so same thing here. You're gonna hold this out, take some of this length. That way we can kind of match the sides into this length. Okay, sweet. Now what we'll do is we'll come up here on the top, and then we'll start the top and then go into the sides. How you doing, bud?
Yes. Yep.
Good. Okay, so under there, if you guys can see, there's the guide point, okay? So we're just gonna point cut into this. Plus, you probably want it shorter because you're probably so hot now, right?
Yes, yeah.
You're like, yeah, I get it off. You said, yeah, I want it pretty short.
I figured it was time.
Yeah, it was fun while it lasted, you know? But that's what's cool is you know that your haircut would last that long, so
Yeah.
you can go that long again if you need to.
I know it.
Oh. Okay, hold that up, and the guy springs underneath that. Okay, now I'm coming over here to the side, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take, I'm gonna house that here. Okay, I'm gonna hold this out, and this layer that I just cut up here, if you can see that, I'm going to connect this with this bottom layer. Okay, see that bottom layer? And then, so I just take that much off. So this connects to that layering down here by his side. Okay, same thing over here. We're gonna hold this out, take that length off. You're gonna have to adjust your hat, bud. Okay, and then right here, we're gonna take a little bit of this length and connect that length back here. And then we're gonna come forward and do this on an angle around his face. Okay, so I'm gonna see that's gonna be too long for him, just because I know what he likes. So I'm gonna take this a little bit shorter. And like they say, you can cut it, and then, I mean, I've done that to him a zillion times, and then I'll say, okay, do you want it shorter? And then we'll go shorter. But now I kind of know what he wants. So now I just kind of, right? We just cut it the length that you're used to now.
You know what you're doing. I trust you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so tiny bit more here. So you can see, okay, he has this wing, like he puts his hat on and he's still gonna have this sticking out, but yet it's so much shorter than what we've had over here. Okay, so we're gonna finish this top. I was just doing the sides. We're gonna finish this top. Okay. Just gonna wet this down a tiny bit. Yeah, he and all of his brothers have gorgeous thick hair. It's crazy. I'm like, lucky. Okay, so you can see that I'm just holding this straight up to take the length, and then I'll show you what I do in just a minute. Make sure it's all even. Okay, so I'm going to drop that, and then I'll fix this front here in just a minute, just to take a little bit of the length off. But we're going to do this other side now that we've cut these layers. So remember, you hold this out, and you're going to connect it with this top layer. So you're going to take that length off, so it connects with that layer. Okay. Same thing, just follow that guide point, which is the hair that you've cut before, right before that. Guideline, whatever you want to call it. Okay, then we're going to come from back here, connect it up to this length. And to crest. And then of course, remember I went on an angle up by his face right there. That way it'll layer this up through this area. And then I can see that's way too long still, so I'm going to take a little bit more through this area. Yeah, you're used to me talking your ear off during the haircut. Not explaining what I'm doing. All
right.
Thank you. Okay, so you can see. So then, of course, I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to double check. We're going to take some more length off of this side. Okay. Just make sure. That's one thing you want to double check all the time, is if both sides are the same length. Okay, then we're going to bring this front, and then I'm just going to kind of loosen it with my hand. So when you pull down, and if you pull down straight and you cut it and you let go, it can go a little shorter. So you want to make sure when you pull down that you kind of loosen up a little bit, just so you don't cut it extremely short. Just kind of loosen that. Then of course, I went on the angle, so this connects with this bottom piece, the side piece. Then I'm quite cutting into this. Okay. All right, now I'm just going to double check all of this. And then I'm going to turn him to the mirror in just a minute and double check the look, make sure that we're looking the way that we're wanting it to look. And then This is the best. I always say, Kate, shake your head, right? So then he'll shake. Sorry, shake your head, buddy. See? Because then that way I can see and he can see how he likes to style it. So what are you thinking about the length?
I like it.
About the rings?
Perfect, kid.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so this up top, I'm going to show you guys. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to come back through and I'm going to double check all this top. So see, you just hold this up. There's a tiny bit there. Just to make sure this is all even. Because I cut going forward, so now I'm double checking going this way, right? Okay, sweet. And then, do you want the texture this time?
Yes.
Okay, so the texture, let me explain this. So Brody has so much hair, and for it to be easier to style and not as hot and heavy, we do the texturizing shears, and I just come through and I go through mid shaft to the end. And then that way it just makes it style so much better. And then it's not super, super thick, but it definitely makes it lay so much better. Okay. Just do that, especially kind of through the side so it doesn't get bulky fast. Okay, and then I'm just gonna comb it out. So just comb it out. Looks like he has a little comb over for a minute. I just blow it out. My hair. Or you can rinse it. You can dry it out, you can rinse it out, just a couple of depends on what your client wants and what you feel. It is. Okay, and then I just take the buzzers, and if there's any tiny little hairs here, which isn't much at all, I just like to clean up the neck a tiny, tiny bit. Just because obviously it's long, so you don't need it like totally shaved, obviously. Okay, now I'm going to check one more time. Okay, how about the length in the front too?
I like it.
Is that good?
Yep.
Okay, now do you just want me to put the gel in it and just kind of put it up, or do you want it?
No, it'll work like that. Whatever you want.
Just like this?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, you guys. So just punch your fingers through it. You can add some stuff through it if you want, but I want to show you the back. This looks so good. Just all layered up in. And then he has the little bit of a wing under the hat. So it's so cute. So thank you. I shouldn't say cute. Oh, what the guy.
Thank you.
Yes, you are so welcome. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed the haircut. When we color next time or we cut, we'll have to do another video.
Sweet.
Thank you. Thanks again.
You bet.
And have a good one, and we'll see you next time. See ya.